talk with the camera.
Hello, listeners. Welcome to episode 1 of the Starting Five podcast. I'm your co-host, Aiden Kelly. I am your host, Aiden Kelly, joined by my co-host, Andrew Ratter, Cam Kingston, and Anthony DeFranco. We are one short. We are down our one of our five when he's on vacation right now. But
he isn't on vacation.
On vacation.
He's on his business trip at the UFC event.
Sent him down to UFC 314 to get some exclusive content.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
So stay tuned for that because it's going to be important.
I'll start us off here. Recent NBA news. First off, boys, we'll start with the Celtics defeating the Knicks. 119-117 overtime. How do you boys feel about the Knicks being 0-4 against the Celtics this year?
Not only 0-4, but 0-9 against Cleveland, OKC, and Boston combined. This Knicks team, they can't win. They can't win big games.
The three best teams in the league, I think, so far this year. So I don't know how the Knicks stack up against them.
Tatum really stepped it up last night, 32-7-5. Game tying 3 descended to overtime as well as Porzingis with 34. 8 3-pointers made, and the game went in 3 in overtime.
Yeah. Porzingis might have pulled that shot from 34 feet, but it doesn't matter because you know, right back in the MSG where it all started for him, where he really found his footing, right in the mouth.
Does anyone know how many games Porzingis has played this year?
Nope.
No. I know it's not a lot.
It's not a lot, but
If we're considering the best teams in the NBA, the Celtics, Cleveland, and OKC, I just want to say one thing: the Bucks beaten the Thunder twice.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop you
0-4
there.
versus Cleveland, and then they've split against Boston. So let's just keep that in mind when we're talking
Bucks
about
will
the
be a
best
first round
teams.
exit this year.
I mean, but I did watch that game. I thought the Celtics looked very good. I mean, Jason Tatum, after Josh Hart made that incredible layup, I mean, Tatum comes down, tough shot.
elite defender OG Anunoby on him, shakes him off like
I think he's nothing.
like he's nothing.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
a
Mikal
shot.
Bridges was guarding him the whole game. There was a point, I think it was probably 3 minutes left in the game. Mikal Bridges, oh my God, had Jason Tatum just wrapped up, and then bang, hand in the face, Tatum fades away. I've never seen better defense and just
Wrapped up.
in his mouth.
Wrapped up.
Yeah, right in his mitt.
32 points?
32.
Right. Wrapped up. Okay.
50% shooting as well.
Oh.
Game tank 3, by the way.
Yeah.
Who was overtime?
Cold blood. Question we're all asking: can the Knicks win in the postseason?
No.
It's a
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Yes, they can. They just got Brunson back. It was Brunson's first game back, and they go toe to toe with the Celtics.
Toe to toe with their own
They
floor.
can't win. They can't win.
And they're also
they can't beat
0-9.
any
You
good
gotta
team
know
this year.
to win in the playoffs. You gotta know how to win. These guys don't know how to win.
They have this. They have the same exact team. They arguably got better. They lost Mr. Chokester in the playoffs, Julius Randle himself. Got better defenders. Got a better scorer in Mikal Bridges, and they have been they have won playoff series in the past couple of years. Like this team is no joke. Jalen Brunson in the playoffs. Oh my God.
But all right. Let's go through the East teams. They're not beating the Celtics.
Not touching the Celtics.
They can't.
They just went 119 to 117 with the
But
Celtics.
they're 0-4.
They're
against
0-4.
them.
Alright, hold on.
They're
They're probably going to be a 3 seed. So let's think of the teams they'll face. Pistons
Pistons. I like
I like the Pistons.
or a play-in team.
a playing team. They better not get the Hawks, man.
Yeah.
Trae Young owns the Knicks in the playoffs. I mean, in versus New York, back when the Hawks won their Eastern Conference Finals run back in 2020, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Trae Young, he
2021. You know who won that championship?
Bucks.
The Bucks. I'm assuming.
Figured
I
a deer. Yeah.
figured you would know that one.
Yep, they beat the Hawks.
Speaking of champions, I mean, 2 years ago, the Nuggets win the NBA championship with head coach Mike Malone and Calvin Booth, but 5 games before the playoffs, they fired both of them. What do you think of this move?
I'll start off here. I was in econ when I got this news. I'm completely shocked. I mean, it hasn't really been like a major decline. What are they, the 4 seed?
Yeah, they have
Fourth
they
to
are fifth,
yeah.
but 1 game behind they're
Yeah. Same team, couple injuries maybe. Jokic has missed a couple games this year due to some personal reasons, but I mean, these guys just won, the championship 2 years ago. Made a good run last year, doing perfectly fine this year. Then they're like, you know what? Let's fire Mike Malone after 10 seasons.
10 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, even when they were bad, Mike Malone brought this team up from being dirty. You want to say it's Jokic? I mean, a coach plays definitely a huge part in all this stuff. So I think very dumb.
I also don't agree with the firing of Calvin Booth. I mean, this guy has been
Pretty
a
damn good.
pretty good GM.
Yeah.
I mean, he's surrounded with these past couple of years in the draft. They drafted Christian Braun, who's a great player for the Nuggets. Peyton Watson, young,
Yep.
exciting player.
Zeke Naji.
Zeke Naji, they traded for Zeke Naji.
Yep.
And I mean, you got guys like Aaron Gordon, who's been very impactful for this team. I mean, I just don't agree. I really don't agree with it. And why do you think they did it?
I got no idea. So this is gonna be on you, Kelly.
Yeah, no.
I was shocked.
No, I have no idea.
This is, I mean,
There'll probably be some stuff. Maybe I've heard some reports. Maybe I got sent tell, but I'm pretty sure it was Central. Some of the Nuggets players are like, oh, we don't like the way that Malone and Murray and Jokic, how he kind of favors them. Doesn't really take it hard on them.
I mean, for good reasons, though. If you look at
I
it.
know you're
I
a
did see the
coach.
tweet. It was Central. It was not.
It was Central. Okay, all right, good. Then Central said that they're some Nuggets players are unhappy with how they're being treated compared to Jokic and Murray. I mean, DeFranco, I have no idea what you're saying. I mean, do you think Doe is just going to take it easy on Booz because he's the best player? I mean, you don't just take it easy. It's a team.
if anything, you go harder on
Yeah,
these players.
exactly. That's the person who's supposed to
'Cause you know
step it
what
up.
they're capable of.
Yeah. And when Jokic looks a little lazy, when Murray goes 4 for 16, you should bat 9 of them.
I get what you're saying. I guess.
Ridiculous.
Just
But,
speak up.
5 games before the playoffs.
5
Now they
years.
gotta-
I don't think there's any
It's
point.
either they promote the assistant, or they
Yeah.
gotta bring in an interim head coach.
I think you just wait. Honestly.
I mean,
It's gotta shake up the chemistry.
maybe there's an interim that the players really like. I mean, if that's true and the players are like leaning towards an assistant coach, might not be such a bad thing.
I mean,
It's just gotta kill the locker room.
playoffs happen when the playoffs come around, and the Nuggets are the 5, and the Lakers get the 4 seed, and I just can't see the Nuggets beating the Lakers without Mike Malone as the coach.
JJ Redick, what has he done?
Could shock the world though.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like Kelly said, I mean, if they like the assistant coach better, I
Mhm.
mean, it could,
could go either way.
yeah,
I
it
think.
can either be
Could go
really
either way.
good or really bad.
Like also let's not pretend like these interim coaches don't know what they're talking about. It's not like when the Colts hired Jeff Saturday a couple years ago, where they brought a random ESPN analyst off the street. I mean, these assistant coaches, they've been with the team. They know how the team runs. They've been in winning moments. So I
So do you agree with the move?
no, I don't agree with the move, but I don't think it's as bad as people.
As
might
bad,
think.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, last NBA news. I don't know if y'all caught the Lakers Thunder game last night, but
No.
I witnessed Luka Doncic get ejected for
No,
for doing nothing. So Luka, call happened. Thunder fan, a little chirping at Luka. Luka said something back to the fan, but the ref that was right next to him thought it was directed towards him. Ref sends Luka out of there.
I think as a professional athlete,
Gotta keep
you
your composed.
can't talk to the fans. As much as they are disrespectful and they say whatever they want and they have no remorse, you have to kind of hold yourself together. You are a professional athlete. You've been in these moments before, and for the ref to think that it was at him, maybe a little bit one way, or should have been one thing or another.
I mean,
If you say something in the vicinity of a ref, they're gonna take it personally.
I don't care. I mean, words are just words. Let's just face this. The ref is probably 50 years old with kids. Probably been through a lot worse. Who the hell cares what Luka Doncic says to you? I think technicals are the stupidest thing in the world.
They
Unless
are
there's
stupid.
something getting physical, he wants to argue, like get in your face, whatever. That's different. If some guy disagrees with the call, like says like man, that was trash or whatever, like or just something like swear, who cares? You're an adult. Grow up.
I agree with you, Kelly.
I think a big thing, honestly, the player's been affected by it the most this year. Jason Tatum. If you watch a Celtics game, Jason Tatum gets a tech for breathing wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't slam the ball.
He can slam the ball. Everyone slams the
Everyone
ball. But when
slams the
Tatum
ball.
does it, it's the end of the world.
Let's not play victim.
Tatum-
here.
I've seen-
It's not that deep.
I've seen Tatum clap like this and get a tech. I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure one more tech for Tatum and he's suspended a game. So does Tatum get rid?
Tell
get that
Tatum to
tech
keep
early?
going. Tell Tatum to keep going. Keep running his mouth.
Stupid Bucks.
He's
fan,
such a salty player, anyways.
Most underappreciated NBA player.
I mean, the Lakers went on to lose 136 to 120. SGA had 42 points, 6 and 6. You know, only 9 free throws.
That's not bad.
I mean, after what he did to the Lakers a couple days ago when they got absolutely smoked, SGA 0 free throws.
I did
Talk
see that.
about a free throw merchant.
Johnny Burns would be very happy and pleased about that.
Yeah.
Do you
Dude, shut
think
everybody
the
up.
Lakers could beat the Thunder in a 4-game
Yes,
series?
100%.
I think
I
the
feel
big
like-
thing in the playoffs is experience.
Yeah.
And you got LeBron, who's the most experienced player,
Player in the
maybe in
league.
all of history.
Yeah.
NBA
Luka,
history.
NBA
Luka
Finals.
went to the finals last year. You know,
That's pretty much it. There's no
Yeah.
other now.
Can JJ Redick step
JJ
up?
Redick.
Can't step it up in the playoffs. We haven't seen anything yet.
I mean,
But he has experience. He's
As a
been
player-
there as a player. No,
he hasn't really done much with them Los
Yeah,
Angeles
yeah,
Clippers,
yeah.
but you know.
Who JJ Redick was just,
So do you,
a
think,
stroker.
All right, Kelly. What?
do you think the Lakers can go far in the playoffs?
Yeah.
It's like
I think. All right. I think teams that can go far in the West: Thunder, Lakers, Nuggets. Who am I forgetting? Warriors.
Warriors. So
Yeah.
we're counting out the 2 seed Houston Rockets.
I'm
right
counting
now.
out the Rockets.
You're
I think
counting out
I was
the
gonna
Rockets.
I was gonna say the Rockets, but I mean they just don't have like a star that can take it over. I mean, realistically, in a 7-game series, you're gonna get Jalen Green, who's just gonna go, have him on my fantasy team. I see 30 points, and then I see, why does he only have 25 fantasy points? And I'm like, wow. 10 for 32, 6 turnovers. Like what Johnny Burns said. I mean,
we're acting like Jalen Green's the best player in the
He's
on the
not
Rockets.
even the best player.
he's the
It's
prime,
awkward saying dude.
but primary ball handler Jalen Green. If you let me get to what I'm trying to say,
Okay.
if you listen to Johnny
Alright,
Burns,
alright.
when it comes to the playoffs, the most important thing with a person who's handling the ball is turnovers. That's why
He
he
did
ranks
say
players ahead who have good ball handling and don't turn the ball over because he thinks they can do good in the playoffs. And I think the Rockets, flashy team, pretty good defensively, but man, they turn that ball over.
I think experience is what's going to kill him in the playoffs. I mean, Ime Udoka, he's a veteran coach, but he's not really experienced. He had that couple of years with the Celtics, but and then we got Alperen Sengun.
Ime Udoka, the finals coach.
Yeah, and he's been
The
to
finals
And
coach,
the
the Eastern,
NBA Finals coach.
the Eastern Conference
Been
Finals.
there, done that.
Yeah, they've done that, but I don't think how much he's there. But
Look, I don't think the Rockets
players
are-
aren't. The
that-
players aren't there.
The players aren't
Yeah,
there, exactly. I don't think you should bring Ime Udoka into this.
I mean, you see just the opposite with the Lakers. Players have been there, coach
hasn't.
hasn't.
So we're really gonna see
yeah.
what's more effective.
Yeah.
I think it's.
LeBron's
Probably the players.
LeBron's pretty much a coach in the first place, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
No.
All right, moving on to our next segment. UConn women's basketball won the national championship. Number 2 seed in the tournament. I'm a little shocked by that, but
They were a little
they
banged up.
blew
throughout the year.
out South Carolina.
Ass kicking.
82-59. I mean, Paige Becker's absolute bucket.
Future.
If you think about it, I don't know who won the MVP. I know it wasn't Paige. Do you know? I don't know who the other girl was,
But
but
props to her.
she was way more important, I think.
DeFranco, why are we being sexist here? You
I'm
didn't
not
watch. You didn't
being
watch
sexist.
women's basketball. I mean,
No, I did
82
not,
Paige-
because it was an 82-59 game.
yeah,
they were up by 30.
Hold on, 82 points. Paige Becker's only had 17. Someone else had to have stepped it up. I
That's
One
what
of
I'm
the
talking
players
about, the
had
MVP.
24 points, but Paige did get subbed out fairly early.
Yes. For me, I think that it was looking good for UConn because Paige gets all the recognition. She gets all everything, but she also has better teammates too that also step up.
It takes a village. Some
So, yeah, can you look for me?
Yeah, I was a little tired on Sunday when they were playing this game, but I woke up and
If you want me to be honest,
I went on to
I had no idea who was playing.
I went-
quite honest.
I went on to ESPN. I went on to ESPN and I saw the UConn Huskies blown out South Carolina, which has been the powerhouse for the past few years. I was kind of shocked and I was like,
Who was GF?
I'm not gonna watch this.
Sarah
That's not even
Strong.
there. That's not even there.
Are you talking about Azzy Fudd?
Yeah, that's who's the
Yeah,
MVP.
Azzy Fudd is
Yeah.
nasty.
How many points did Azzy Fudd have?
24.
as you fun.
And hold on, Sarah Strong.
Freshman, I believe.
24 and 15.
Yep. She's
So
freshman.
Paige has people around her that can also help out.
Also my boy Gene, great coach.
You know, I heard
12
12
national
and
championships.
1. He's 12 and 1.
In the national championship.
National championship.
I mean,
12
UConn-
and 1.
Is
ridiculous.
he the greatest?
Yeah, right.
coach?
That's a lie. With that, no, he is not.
How?
Because he coaches women's basketball.
No, it's not.
No, it's
That's
not about
the reason.
that.
No.
No, but he 12. Who else has won 12 championships in their respective sport
Michael Phelps.
as a coach?
That's not coach. That's a
Like,
player.
okay, we're overrating it. Let's be honest. The higher seed
I
always
will
recruits
say,
better.
yeah, I'm actually gonna say this. Women's basketball,
Don
college
Staley.
basketball is the most lopsided sport
Yeah,
I've
like-
ever seen
Yeah.
in my life.
What were you talking about?
I mean, you see upsets in men's basketball.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure the Elite Eight were all the one seeds, all the 2 seeds,
Yeah.
all the 3 seeds, all
I
the 4
also
seeds.
agree with.
There's no such thing as an upset in women's basketball.
Yeah,
in my
exactly.
opinion.
That's what.
It's
Well,
rare to ever see.
that's the point.
Very rare.
That's the point I'm trying to make. I mean, these teams they win, they keep the same. I mean, you have to stay 4 years.
Yeah.
So Paige Beckers has been there since a freshman, and I mean they haven't
5 years.
She's
Uh,
been
five. She's been hurt.
She's
She's
been
been
hurt.
hurt, yeah.
She's hurt.
the ACL. Okay, but you get what I'm trying to say. 4 years, and then they just bring in more and more experienced player like Florida State. I mean, just lost a 27 point per game scorer to South Carolina. Florida State's no chump. I mean, they were the 6th seed. They lost to LSU by a lot, but that doesn't matter.
I actually watched that game.
There is blue blood. There is teams that are just going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4 almost every year. I mean,
I did watch
UCLA, USC, LSU, UConn, South Carolina. I mean, just Iowa. Iowa had a pretty bad year, but I'm just saying, like,
They weren't bad.
They're bad.
They lost their coach though.
yeah,
See what I mean?
yeah.
Coach does play a big role.
They also
He
lost.
built UConn
They
up.
they
also
lost.
did lose the greatest college basketball player of all time.
Yeah, I'm so.
One
That,
thing.
Man or woman.
One thing I agree with what Gino said. I was watching an interview he had about how like the women's play so much earlier than the men's do, and the men's get so much more time off. I can also say that about girls hockey. Girls hockey, the championship, Wisconsin won about 3.5 weeks ago, I think, like 2 weeks ago. The semis hasn't even played till the 10th of April.
Sure.
So I don't understand why, to be honest. No, I don't think anyone watches the women's because they don't post about it. The women's hockey, Kelly, you can look everywhere. Not a single ESPN account posted the women's hockey.
This is
No
true.
I'm
one
gonna chime
posted
in
it.
on this. I actually watched. I think it was Wisconsin
I-
or Ohio State versus Wisconsin, I believe.
I did
Where,
in fact watch it.
with the
but
game-winning shootout.
yes.
And
I
their
I
coach,
witnessed that game.
their coach asked who wants it.
Who wants
And
it?
she
Girl
wanted
raised her hand
yeah,
right
yeah.
away, and she put that goalie in a blender.
yeah. So who hasn't watched it except for you?
I have watched it. I'm saying like it's not promoted as much as the men's get
Because
promoted.
no one's gonna watch it. Respectfully.
I watched it.
We're
You
looking
just
at-
said the
You
same.
had 3 out of 4 that watched it, Kelly. It
Yeah.
was a good game.
I'm not gonna
For
lie. I
sure.
didn't even know what happened. I didn't even know.
If that's what I'm saying.
But-
But would you have known more about it if the ESPN posted about it more? If the
Yeah,
Barstool
They
posted
don't
about
get
it
enough
more.
representation, is what he's
It's-
trying to
That's what
say.
he's trying to say.
Yeah.
And that's the question we're asking. Does women's basketball deserve more hype by the fans?
I
the
think it
media?
does.
I think it does.
I
I, think
really
the
think it
players
does.
are good.
Why,
They
Kelly?
are
Why do you
good.
say
They have
no?
good skills. They may not be as fast or strong as the men, but they are very skilled.
I just saw a thing.
I watched one game. And I can tell you right now, it was a TCU game, and I can tell you right now, it was not for any
It
part
was
of
for
the skill.
Haley Van Lent,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Who's an Olympian,
Who's
who's
an
an
Olympian?
gold medalist, I believe.
Yeah.
I will say I watched.
No.
I watched
No,
one.
no.
I watched a game, a women's college basketball game. It was the number 4 Maryland versus number 5 Alabama.
He just forgot all the names of these players. I will say
He's just looking
I'm
back.
looking at the stats.
He was forced to watch this game at work because
Right.
it was the only thing on a Monday night.
And I watched Sarah Ashley Barker for Alabama
Who
scored
in the heck is that?
45 points against Maryland in a double overtime game.
45 points.
Sinking 3 free throws in a row to send it to double overtime. And I was actually enjoying that game.
Where are you now?
And I was
What
also
were you doing during the game? Were you
Well, I
sitting
was-
here and watching the game, or were you?
Were you
out?
taking time out of your day to be like,
Yeah,
I
I
want to watch
watch it.
Alabama versus Maryland? Or was it like coming down to it, you can either watch John Heislop Bull at 260, or you can watch some CBS and watch some Blue Bloods, or you can watch women's basketball?
I will say there was two women's teams going on. It was Maryland, Bama, and right next to it was Florida State, LSU. And I wanted Florida State going to halftime down 3, and at the end of the third quarter, Florida State was down 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, Florida State.
It happens.
All right, I think we got.
Now let's move on. Let's move on to the men's
men's
national
side.
championship.
I mean, Florida defeated Houston. I think Florida was
better
overall the
team.
best team
I
in
think
college basketball.
They didn't go in as the number one ranked team in college basketball, but I think most people thought that they were
They were close
beating,
with Duke.
winning the SEC and beating Auburn. So I think that was the consensus favorite to win the national championship.
I mean, the word experience keeps on getting brought back up. The word experience keeps getting brought back up. I mean, this Florida team has so much experience. We got Walter Clayton Jr.
They've been built up too.
You
He needs to
keep
play
going.
it.
Walter Clayton Jr. I mean, he's a senior, but they also got Elijah Martin. Is that his name? He was on that FAU team.
Yeah.
Back when they made it to the Final Four.
I mean, they had a kid who also broke his leg last year, snapped it right in half. Disgusting
That's
injury.
pretty gross.
Yeah.
Gruesome.
Oh man, I don't watch Florida basketball. I can't really bear to see a Florida team. I can't bear to see the University of Florida do good at anything. So I can't say that I was too invested in this team this year. But I know they had a kid who broke his leg. Solid player, curly hair. Definitely played a huge part. Definitely looked like that broken leg wasn't holding him back that much.
For the one thing I had on the game was I saw a TikTok about the depth percentage of like how the court is raised.
Oh, depth perception.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I had no idea that was a thing.
Well, the court is raised.
Raised, yes. I had no
because
idea that
they
was a
don't
thing.
want to replace the court in
Yeah.
San Antonio.
I had no idea that was a thing. So when you look at Florida, who's an 85, who they score 85 points a game.
Yeah, they're
something like
not
that.
scoring.
Are you in?
Both high scoring teams. Yeah.
Are you going to try to relate this to elevation somehow?
Yes, I
it
am
is.
actually.
It
It
goes
is very.
back to it.
I looked at it. The TikTok I saw is very true. If you look at every team that scores about 85 points a game or higher, they score less in the national championship game because it's different. The court is different.
Maybe it's because the teams just play better. You're saying
Oh my God! Kelly.
you're saying if I shoot a basketball down here, I'm gonna play differently than if I walk up those stairs and shoot a basketball.
Yeah, Kelly. It's pretty obvious.
5 feet of elevation.
That's exactly.
That's
what that
exactly
means.
what I'm telling you.
And also.
Bad take.
That's a
Okay.
great take.
That's a bad take.
You can look that up anywhere.
That's a
Guarantee
bad,
it's
I
a
don't
great
care.
take.
I don't,
Is that a great take?
Yeah.
Good take.
You're playing
I think
higher
it-
than
You're playing
everybody
higher
else.
than
It
you-
kind of throws you off a little bit. You see,
The
you're
people
standing,
are
you're
50
standing
feet
5
apart.
feet above your teammates.
Yeah, you look at your teammate on the bench here.
He's just
you
sitting-
can only see his forehead.
Yeah.
I mean,
Supposed
that's
to
gonna,
celebrate. He's sitting there.
yeah, that's
He's
gonna
not
throw you
standing.
off a little bit.
The court is raised. It's not like Vanderbilt where the bench is down. You guys know that, right?
That's not what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
the
say.
court is raised,
No, yeah, we're
obviously.
trying to
Court
say
is
is like
raised.
you're sitting on the
You're not.
We
You're not
understand.
seeing your players. You're seeing your players' legs all the way down to his Kobe's. The court is raised. The bench is not lower.
Well, actually, we did not see Kobe's. I mean, both teams are
I didn't see any
Jordan
Kobe's,
schools,
but,
so we did not see
yeah.
any Kobe's.
So
I digress.
no, but like you're sitting on the bench, you're like looking at you're literally looking up at the hoop like this.
And also the fans are also
And then you
far-
go and shoot, and then that.
I think that
know
percentage
you're not
has something
looking
to do with
up
this.
at the hoop.
Kelly, I
Every-
guarantee you.
Every player is on the same level.
Think
They
about
didn't
it.
raise the
Think
court.
about it. The bubble happened. There was no fans there. It was more of a high school gym. Who was scoring 40 points a game?
T.J. Warren.
Donovan Mitchell,
Donovan
Jamal
Mitchell.
Murray.
Back to back.
Jamal Murray with it.
Guys who go to the rim.
Yeah,
Let's
let's compare it to the height, the atmosphere of the gym. Not that the players were locked down in Disney World for 4 months
They were
away
locked
from
down.
their fans. They
What is Warren doing now?
they
What
look
did he do after the bubble?
they look around.
What did he do?
Hold on. What?
Nothing. What did T.J. Warren do?
Okay, but it's not.
Nothing.
It's not because of they played in a high
Yes,
school gym.
Kelly. I'm telling you, there's
Maybe-
something to do with it.
Maybe it's because they look around. They're like, oh my God, where are my fans? They've got like George up there with his kids just watching the game, looking at his phone,
Checking in from Zoom.
trying to poke the people next to the people on Zoom. Like I think it.
I'm telling you.
I've seen videos.
Alright, it's not making that deal, man. I'm just
I think
saying.
I've seen videos of people literally picking the noses of other people on Zoom. I don't think it's because the gym looks weird. I think it's because they look around and they're like,
I'm telling you, all right, there's something to do with it. It's just so.
and then on their off days, they're going on Space Mountain on.
3 out of 4 of us agree with my take.
Okay, yeah.
The other one who doesn't.
You know, just from where we started, it was a great March Madness. I mean,
Oh yeah,
a lot of great moments
A
happened.
lot of chalk too. A lot of chalk.
I can't say that there wasn't a big Cinderella run.
And we also didn't get really the big, like,
Player.
the Jimmer Fredette's, the Carson Adams. We had Walter Payton Jr., but he's been an established
Yeah.
player before
Yeah.
that. And we really didn't get that.
You always hope for that one player, that
Yeah.
one team. McNeese was that
You
one
know
team for one round.
But they were a team. They
I
won
mean,
a
yeah,
playoff.
but like,
That's not
the
the
most
manager
players
was the
to be
biggest
Tom
player.
Manager.
Let's be honest.
I
That manager is something else, man.
I really thought that, like, you know, teams like VCU would go on a big run. Very easy. I thought BYU was terrible.
Well, I had BYU to the Sweet 16, and
Oh, did you?
I will say, you know, that was a great pick out of
That boy, I'm so proud of you.
They played Wisconsin, VCU. Congrats. That was a tough pick.
Wisconsin's a good team.
Okay. Wisconsin is an alright team. They play in a tough conference, but they lose a lot in that conference. So.
Shall we move on to the next topic?
We're not going to talk about how
The final
Oh,
play of the
biggest
game.
play of the game.
How could I forget? I mean, looking back at that final play, when you watch on the TV, it's like, oh, he can't touch it because he shot it, but it doesn't look like he shot it. It kind of looks like he just let go. I felt like he
Just
could
let
have
the ball
dribbled it,
go.
but you know,
Yeah, he was gonna shoot, and he realized he dropped it because he's like, "Oh, I'm about to get stuck."
I don't. Is
But I
that
feel
considered a shot, or is that just I dropped the
I
ball,
feel like he just dropped it.
It was a drop.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so he couldn't?
So he couldn't.
You can't pick it up.
Double dribble.
Okay. You know, but also that same guy dribbling off his knee, trying to drive into the paint. I mean,
Lights are too bright.
Yep.
Mm.
Tell you,
it really sucks because I really would have liked to see Houston win that one. I feel like they're a deserving team.
Yeah.
I feel like they're always a team that's there, but they never get it.
I mean,
I'd hate to be that player who dropped the ball. I mean, like, dumb play. Just biggest moments down to. You could really feel like, the laser beams are pointed at you from the Martians in space.
Alright, look, I feel like when
you really just literally and figuratively drop the ball.
Alright, but I feel like when you're in that moment, I feel like when that happens to you, you're in a huge game and something doesn't go your way. You gotta have a short memory. You gotta think about what's on the next. You're like,
Yeah, he better have a short
I know
memory.
he's thinking. He's like, all right, we lost the national
was he
championship.
senior? Does anyone know?
I'm not sure, but he's like, nah, next step. I want to go to the NBA. That's what the end goal is.
At the end of the day, it's a game.
At the end of the day, I'll give him credit. The game against Duke, that was Duke just likes to just choke
I
early.
knew Duke didn't have it in him. Duke, maybe one of the most
Going back to our
Skill.
key word in the playoffs.
experienced. I mean, when you're starting 3 freshmen.
They were a Final Four team.
Yeah, but they
starting
didn't win the national
Houston has
championship.
been there.
Every other team in the Final Four is, I think, mostly all their starters were all seniors. Experience is the biggest word of the day, I think.
Okay.
But also, I mean, Duke.
Word of the day,
I-
experience.
I'm not gonna be the one to say it, I may be a little biased, but a little bit of an overrated program. Haven't won anything in the past 10 years.
Who?
Duke. What have they won in the past 10 years?
They did nothing, but it's
A
not.
lot of games.
Yeah.
They've won a lot of games. They have nothing to prove for it.
But
they have all these
exactly.
big time
Michigan,
recruits.
State,
they got
Michigan
nothing.
State. You could say the same thing about Michigan State. When was the last time they won? They won and been to the Final Four. 20 years ago.
They did beat Duke. But all right, it's. Do we really look at college success as like what defines your school, or can we just be like?
I think you gotta look at national championship.
I don't really. I think we
think
just
we
gotta
should
look
look
at the
at
players that Duke puts in the NBA
I think
or
that's,
Kentucky. Like
but
these
that's
are.
player development.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, not
Winning.
success. But I would still.
It depends on how you define success.
I would still consider Duke one of the.
Obviously, it's a blue blood program. One of the greatest programs in
Exactly.
college history. But
They
In recent
I
history.
don't think in college
No.
history. In college history, go back all the way with Grant Hill, Christian Laettner, great teams. But I don't think. I mean, UNC. Not to be
Oh,
biased,
here we go.
but they've won national championships in the past 10 years.
Yep.
They've been in national championships. I feel like
You're doing
UNC's been to the most Final Fours in all of college basketball history.
Yeah, because they had Michael Jordan, and then what they like. So, fun fact about UNC: UNC likes to when they get players like R.J. Davis, they like to. Have you ever seen the bench warmers and they come in with the birth certificate and it's written in marker, I am 12? For some reason, Armando Baycock gets to stay for 6 years.
That's just
I mean, wasn't injured at all. Just
okay.
the NCAA is like, you know what? Let's get it. I mean,
COVID year.
how did UNC even make it to the 11th seed this year? I mean, there was a bunch of West Virginia, way better team than UNC. But you know what they were like? They're like, do we want West Virginia? Or do we want
West Virginia?
UNC?
West Virginia
West
lost
Virginia's best player.
lost to one of
was transferred. One of West Virginia's best players was transferred to UNC for a good reason.
West Virginia.
It's a
Better
more,
program.
yeah, it's a better program. But
But-
I'm just trying to tell you, this year West Virginia is better than UNC.
I
don't care.
I think West Virginia played better in the regular season, but once it came down to the stretch, Big 12 tournament, they lost to Colorado, arguably one of the worst Power 5 programs in the country this year.
Yeah.
They were awful.
The only NBA player I can think that went to Colorado was Cody Williams. Brother of Jalen Williams.
Or Celtics fans here could be
Oh,
Derek White.
Derek White.
Yeah.
Good idea right there.
It's just, I think, when you're talking about birth certificates and all this age, all right.
Is
Armando
RJ,
Baycock was
is RJ Davis coming back for
RJ Davis
eighth
is
year?
out of eligibility. His 5th year was over.
Okay.
He's a 5th year. Every team has a 5th year senior. Just because RJ Davis is one of the best 5th year seniors, he gets shamed for it. Mark Sears. Everyone loves Mark Sears. He's a 5th year senior. No one bats out. Janai Broom. I mean, I don't recall the guy's name on Auburn. The dude's 25.
He is 25. That's ridiculous. The NCAA needs to crack on down on
UNC
5th year players. It's getting ridiculous.
No,
Mark
I think
Sears-
5th year players,
there's-
6th year players wear drugs.
6 years.
Cormac Ryan is
Great.
the only 6-year player I can remember on UNC in the recent years. He was a 6-year senior.
Well, all the COVID years are gone now, so I mean, we really shouldn't have as many 5th or 6th years.
I think
So-
5th year is fine. You want to get your master's.
Fifth year's
You want to get
fine,
your
yeah.
master's degree. You want to keep
I'm
on
just
playing
saying.
the sport you love.
Injuries different.
Yes.
This I don't play games. Ridiculous. So dumb.
Then pick a different program
Yeah.
and go
Or
play.
transfer.
Yeah.
You don't just be like,
Transfers.
oh, I don't play, so I'm gonna keep developing. And then I'm 24 years old. I'm drinking 6 beers before my game, and I'm gonna go play. I'm gonna go show these 18-year-olds,
These
who I am.
these children.
Yeah,
essentially.
these children.
I think. Did you guys see the stat? Over 1,000 Division I college basketball players entered the transfer portal this year. Michael Chandler's going to win this one. Shock the world.
I wouldn't call it
I
real.
wouldn't call it shock the world, but
He's the number 7
Yeah.
fighter.
He's an underdog.
he is an underdog because of.
He's an underdog because he's older. He hasn't been winning in his past couple fights. So
Oh,
I think
Is it 5
Chandler's
rounds,
going to do it.
6 months?
Coming 5. Got
Gotta
it.
come in soon.
yeah, it's definitely 5. Alright, I'll give my take. I think
It's 5 rounds.
Yeah.
I like both of them, but for me, Michael Chandler's in great shape. That dude's like it's ridiculous. But
American Heart.
yeah, I saw a video the other day about Patty. He was fighting 10 Marines in a row, U.S. Marines, and he was going non-stop, and he won every single one.
Oh.
Not saying that's why I'm picking him, but I
wouldn't be mad if either of these guys win.
yeah, I like both of them, but like for me, I like Patty a little bit better than Michael Chandler.
What type of Marines are we talking about? Are we talking
I'm
about
talking U.S.
Like
Marines are Marines.
Like,
in the
Marines,
service,
Navy
dude.
SEAls,
Like, dude, they were not like just let me just get it.
because I mean
They knew some tactics against them, like.
the way the internet works. I mean, we got people like Patty Mayo who could just be a bond cop. Like I don't know. I'm not
No,
trying to say.
alright.
I'm not trying
Kelly
to.
was
Alright.
stupid as hell.
Bond
Yeah.
cops aren't real
But,
cops.
What?
Bond cops aren't
I'm just
real
trying to say
cops.
like
Kelly,
sometimes when I watch videos and it's like, oh,
Kelly, you could go watch
I
the
just
video.
think the Marines hunt me down, and these guys are like, just got big beard. Yeah, exactly. Like
This was like actually like U.S. Marines. Like there wasn't like fake. They actually like knew what they were doing against him, and he still whooped them like consecutively. Kelly, if anyone went against 10 U.S. Marines, no, like that's
my father was a
ridiculous.
Marine, and now
Kelly,
he is.
I'm talking about if Patty the Batty, he went 1 against 10 nonstop. It was like, oh, he did one and then he stopped.
Just let him be wrong.
I'm not.
You're taking Patty?
Yes, I'm taking
Okay.
Patty.
You're
That's
taking
all we
Patty.
need.
That's all we
Who are
need.
you taking? You're taking Michael Chandler?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm taking Patty the Batty.
Yes.
I'm taking Michael Chandler. I think I've seen, he's been on podcasts, interviews recently. He's just like, he wants the belt still. He's 38 years old. He's an old fighter for the UFC. Just old professional athlete, I would say. And I think that he's coming for blood. He wants it bad. And he still thinks he has a shot at the title. And I think that he can get this done. I think it will go all 5 rounds though, and it will be a lot of ground game.
Gotta love a good old ground and pound
And
game.
then
Brilliant.
now
Speaking
we
of
got,
ground and pound,
Yes.
I got another the other co-main event. We got Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. I mean, Volk. Another talk about fan favorites in the UFC. Everyone loves Volk.
everyone
I mean,
knows Volk.
the man down under. I mean, and then we also got Diego Lopez. I like Diego
I do like
Lopez.
him.
I like his
haircut.
His
I
haircut
don't like
is
his
awful.
haircut.
I like
The worst
his
haircut I've ever
haircut.
seen. I hate it.
You got a little business in the front, party in the back.
Party in the back.
There's no business anywhere. It's just like
It's full party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's like if any kid in our school wore that, you'd be like,
What the hell?
What
It's
do you-
different when you're a UFC fighter. If any,
When you're
Kelly,
one of
if
the
you
best
showed up,
men in
if
the
you
world.
showed up with rainbow braids like Sugar Sean O'Malley, I would be questionable. But
Yeah.
when he does it, it's cool.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying
When
to
you're
say.
one of the baddest men in the world, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. What is he gonna do? What are you
Gonna
make
Say something
fun
to
of
him?
his hair?
He would kill you.
Yeah, no, I'm
He
not.
would legitimately
That's,
kill you.
that's just the point I'm trying to make. I'm just like, it's
You gotta have confidence to have that kind of hair, you know?
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, I'll start off with you. What do you
Let's
think?
talk about the fight.
I already know mine.
It is fight for the featherweight championship.
Oh, it's for the belt?
It's a main event.
No, because
No, isn't it co?
Taporia vacated the belt. Right, literally, Dana White said right when the bell goes off, there will be a new champion. Because Taporia wants to move up to the next weight class, because he thinks he's good enough, and most people think he is. But Volk has come off. His last fight was against Taporia, and he got knocked out
I think
pretty early, I believe. I think it was in the
Volk's
second
got to
round.
win this fight.
Yeah, that's what I was
Volk's got to really win this fight to just say in his career, these past couple fights.
One of
it's
the
been like-
greatest.
I mean, he's one of the greatest,
fighter, right?
but these past couple fights, it's just been like he's got to just. I got to see something.
I mean, both these guys got to win a fight. I mean, Diego Lopez, like, he's been around for a couple years, but he's finally getting like
his chance.
his big shot. I mean,
Yeah.
he was the co-main against, was it EA? I think it was.
I don't know.
I do believe it was. Boy Dan. I think it was in the Sphere. Won it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but this is like the chance to be he's been 3 fights last year, won all of them, I think. It's just the time
He
to
has 1 3 straight. Yeah.
the time to finally make your name in the UFC for Diego Lopez. I mean, he is
He's
30.
made his name enough.
He's 30.
Yeah, I think he's a very known fighter.
He had
He's
his
a great
first,
fighter.
he had a co-main event, his
Alright.
first
Predictions,
card.
Franco.
I like cooking with Volk, so I'm gonna go with Volk.
I'll also take Mr. Volkanovski.
I'm gonna go against the
Wow.
other 3. I think.
Wow.
I think Diego Lopez is gonna
Really?
beat
I mean,
Volk. I just think that Volk is just a little old, and I think Diego Lopez is chomping at the bit for an opportunity. To
I think
really
seeing Volk win
get his name
this
out there.
will put a smile on their face, see
Yeah.
him get the belt back, and that's why I want Volk to win. I'm gonna be rooting for him.
I like the old guys.
I wouldn't mind either of them winning.
Yeah,
that's
either
another,
one.
that's another fight
If I
where
had to, Volk.
but I would feel bad for Volk if he loses this fight.
I think Diego Lopez is gonna win, but if Volk wins, I'll be very happy because I love his walkout music.
And
I love his run out music. I listen to it every other day. I'd say it
Very
just
good
gets.
song.
I mean, every time it just brings a smile to my face.
All right, and then I mean, overall, I think this is a great UFC fight. I mean, there's a reason Owen's down there.
Yeah, there's a reason why we sent him on a business
There's
trip
a
down
reason.
there.
Yep.
He's gonna get
class,
some, he's gonna get
too.
some great shots, great videos down there. Hopefully he's gonna meet some fighters. I think he was talking about meeting Poirier down there.
Ooh, that'd be a great interview if he had. Definitely.
I don't think he could get an
You
interview.
never
now.
know. You never know.
Hopefully he secured the media pass to go ringside.
Get an interview with the UFC fighter.
Oh, God.
Start at 5.
We'll
see.
hopefully he gets the ringside. We've been in contact with Dana.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been calling Dana. He'd be like, all right, he can go to power.
Who are you guys-
He can go to this UFC event as long as
Who are
he goes
you
to
guys?
Power Slam.
Start at 5.
Center back. Oh, that's it.
Absolutely.
All right,
Start at 5, just get started. I mean,
I'm excited
You wanna
this
get
Saturday.
throw stuff at the wall.
I am very excited.
All right, 3 topics left.
All right, so
We can add a little. We don't. We have no. We don't have 3 topics. We got more.
we got more, but so the great one, Wayne Gretzky's record finally got broken.
31 years.
Who no one thought it would ever be broken, but Alex Ovechkin finally did it in the same amount of games as Wayne did.
Do you know how many games that is?
1,487 games.
Was it Ovi 1 game less than when
No,
Gretzky
they
when
didn't.
he tied?
Well, they tied, but they broke it at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like he went 1 above.
No.
In the
So-
amount of games.
No,
Mm-hmm.
he
He
broke
did.
it under
Yes.
one. No, he tied it under one, but he broke it
The next
the
game.
next game.
Literally the next game.
So if they're.
At the same.
Yeah,
It's the
so
same
he did-
game.
he
It's
did
the
the
same
amount
amount
of
of games
games.
as he
I
did.
know, but I'm
I
just
get
saying.
what Kelly's trying to
Same
say.
amount of games, but Ovi has 1 more than Gretzky. Is what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Yes,
Yes,
that's,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Alright, I mean, the question we've been asking is, what's more impressive? Ovi breaking the record or LeBron breaking, passing Kareem and scoring 40,000
First, I'm gonna start off with this. I love LeBron. No glaze, but LeBron is way better than Jordan, I think, in my opinion. He's my GOAT. But for me, I think Ovi is not, I wouldn't say it's like more impressive. I think they're both really impressive, but
No, which one's more impressive?
Ovi, but for good reasons. Ovi's only missed 35. I'm gonna off what PK Subban said in an interview. He's only missed 35 games in his 20 years of playing, and it's such a different game from basketball. Basketball now is kind of soft. Yeah, I guess you can all agree with that.
There's more scoring.
There is more scoring. Like you're seeing people drop 30, 40, like every other game. Hockey, you don't see people doing a hat trick every game. Where it's like Ovi scores almost 2 goals a game. He scores almost at the age of 40. So I think it's crazy because how
Much more physical.
much more physical and stuff he's been through. The guy drinks beer after every game. Like he's
Yeah.
not built. He's not.
He's not doing what LeBron's doing. He's not going to the gym and
No.
doing these crate painted trainer.
Yeah, like
I
you
mean,
see
he's
the
just-
difference.
He's playing a beer league hockey, except the beer league is the NHL.
Is the NHL, and he still owns it at the age of 40.
I think, alright, Ovi, crazy impressive record to beat. But the reason why I think LeBron is kind of being undershadowed here is Wayne Gretzky is unanimously the NHL
Yes, that is
GOAT.
the GOAT of
There's
the
no
NHL.
no touching him.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd still lead the NHL in points
If
even
he
if
had
he didn't
no-
score a goal.
Yeah.
I think LeBron scoring 40,000 points is impressive because it adds to his GOAT debate. I mean, that's just being added.
But the problem is, people will say like, "Oh, he's played 2 more years." Like he's played like how many years? LeBron played 22. How many
He's
years
playing
he played?
20.
This is his 22nd year.
22nd, and Ovi's in his 20th.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. For me, I think I'm not saying anything's like nothing like against LeBron. That's pretty impressive, but for me, I'm gonna have to go to Ovi on this one.
Yeah, but you say he improves his GOAT case. Ovechkin just beat the unanimous GOAT in goals.
Yeah, but that's not.
That doesn't help
It
his
doesn't
GOAT
help
case. That's I'm gonna
because
agree with him on
because
that.
No, but I'm
because
just
no
saying.
one's touching Gretzky. No one's gonna ever touch Gretzky.
I understand, but like.
Out of every sport in professional sports history, there's no GOAT debate that's farther away from Wayne
LeBron.
Gretzky and
Oh yeah.
anyone else.
But like, if
I
you think
understand.
about
Michael Phelps in swimming.
okay.
Katie
Who
Ledecky.
Ledecky?
They're not comparable.
Alright, back
But
on
like you know how you said like LeBron and Jordan, like LeBron
Yeah.
that's his GOAT case. Like Wayne Gretzky's up here. People still think like Ovi and Sidney Crosby, and like
I
Sidney
think
Crosby.
Ovi's better than Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
does that solidify Ovi as the best goal scorer of all time?
Yes. It has to. You have to say he is.
But would you
I think he
consider LeBron the best scorer of all time?
No,
No.
I think
Who's the
I
best
think-
scorer than LeBron?
I think Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant's the best scorer of all time, just because what he can, not because how much he scored, it's because how he can score.
He can score
He
literally
can
every way.
Score anywhere on the court.
without LeBron.
I think I take
Durant's
Durant
just
shooter.
Durant's a way better shooter than LeBron is.
I think LeBron is the greatest scorer of all time.
Okay.
LeBron is the GOAT, I think, in my opinion, but not the greatest scorer. I think
don't
he does
think
everything
LeBron
else.
is the good.
I don't know.
We're not getting into this.
I mean, we
Not
watched.
getting
No,
into this.
we
watched
watched Johnny Burns' clips. We watched SGA in the modern NBA look like a goddamn puppy compared to the big dog Michael Jordan back in the 80s.
Alright. You put LeBron in the 80s. I guarantee you he's better than Jordan.
We've
Yeah,
watched
Jordan
it. Watch the
Jordan does some stuff. I'm just like, what? The
Yeah.
way he controls the ball in the air with the.
His body.
So does LeBron.
LeBron just runs through people.
No, he doesn't. Have you ever seen LeBron pass a ball, or you ever seen him like?
No. Frank, we're talking
I don't think
about
you were in sports.
scoring.
I don't think you were in sports and society for this class.
It probably wasn't.
I think you missed it.
Yeah. LeBron's not doing like going up and then doing a full 360 and laying it on the other side. He's
He can.
jamming that.
No, he
He
can't. No, he
doesn't
can't.
do
He
that.
cannot
I
do
don't
that.
I don't know. I'm
I,
just,
I don't
Jordan
think we
looks
should, I
like-
think we should save this debate for.
Yeah, I think we should say
Which record do you think is more important?
Yeah.
Kelly?
We'll give that to you.
The Ovi record. Just
I also think
Exactly
the
what-
record's
what
more
PK
It's more impressive.
but I think LeBron just helps his GOAT candidate.
Yeah,
GOAT
I agree.
case.
That's different. I think obviously it does help his GOAT case scoring the most.
Like
amount of
Ovi
points.
breaking this does not help his GOAT case at all. You can say he's the greatest scorer of all time, but it doesn't say like, oh, he's the GOAT now. Like
No.
Wade is still gonna be the GOAT no matter what.
Mm.
No changing it.
I just think the longevity, like, and the consistency is so impressive. It's
By
actually,
Ovi?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
unreal.
it's crazy. Like he's 40 something. He has 43 goals.
Which is ridiculous.
Like dumb.
Alright. I mean, moving on. MLB. I mean, opening day happened a couple weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. I mean, honestly, I've been very invested in
I have
MLB.
too.
I will say.
A
I
lot
think
more fun to watch.
It's been a
this
lot
year.
Me and Andrew got the fantasy baseball league going this
yeah,
year.
we do.
I'm 0-2.
I'm also on 2. I lost my first week by 1 because
I lost last week by
Tariq
4.
Screwball lost his first 2 starts.
Yeah.
So that was rough. But
First off,
I feel like baseball is just one of those sports that you're like, man, I'm gonna get invested every year, and then it just.
And then you just
And then you
realize
get
how
tired
long.
out.
162 games.
yeah, it's bound to happen after the All-Star break. It's
like
you're just kind of waiting for the playoffs, but it's always good, catching a game in the spring. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like
I mean,
when it's nice
we
out.
were both in attendance. 3 of us were in attendance for when
for a great game.
Adam Duvall
2 years ago.
2 years ago on Red Sox open weekend
Yep.
hit a walk-off home run.
Off of a botched error.
Most electric time.
That
Most
was a
electric
great
atmosphere I've been in
Yeah.
Fenway.
Oh
It's
my
been-
god, it was
crazy.
electric. I was sitting right next to the Orioles dugout, and there were these 2 fans. These Orioles fans, they would not shut up. And just seeing the left fielder drop the ball, and he goes, the 2 guys are going, oh, this game's over. Felix Bautista's in, the game's over. Drops the ball, I'm laughing in their face. Next thing you know, Adam Duvall, Adam Duvall, it's a home run, and I'm waving him goodbye.
You were over by the Orioles stadium. Me and Franco, we were in the box seats. We were in the
Let's
box.
Let's start off for the start of that game. Me and Mr. Jason Lavoy, our good friend,
Don't get.
We were,
What are you gonna say?
sitting near like the first base side, man, like the Red Sox dugout. And we're like, oh wow, we get good seats. Nobody sat next to us. And we had these fans. we had these Oriole fans, man. And I was like, oh Jay, we gotta move, man.
And he joined me in Canton.
Joined them too, and we
down
had
in
a
the box
blast.
seats.
We had
There
some,
happened just to be 2 open seats right
just
next to us.
happened. I mean,
We were surrounded by a great atmosphere.
we had the college kids to our left.
College kids.
They were getting
We had the
going during
bullpen to our
game.
right.
Bullpen, so we had everything going in that home run. It just
Good
made it not even
atmosphere.
better.
Fenway Park.
You can't beat
Can't
Fenway
beat it.
Park. You're not gonna beat it.
I mean, I will say,
Greatest stadium in the MLB.
going to Fenway Park, I'm gonna teach you a little trick.
Teach me your tricks.
Teach me a trick,
You
yeah.
buy the $9 seats in the outfield.
Then
The
you
good news, the good news about Fenway Park, unlike some ticketing apps will say section and row, but they don't tell you the seats. Fenway Park's got these little circles around the seats, so you can see exactly what seats are open. So it's not like you got to go to a row and hope that those seats are open. You can find exactly what seat we are. We sat right behind the Red Sox dugout, and we bought $9 tickets.
Can't beat student nights.
But the problem is now, like, this is what we'll probably get into, but I think that, like, now that the Red Sox are, like, more enjoyable to watch over than the last 2 years, I think it'll be more packed.
Yeah.
Like, people will already have those seats, like, but you definitely will be able to move around.
You can check 5 minutes before you think anyone's buying tickets.
I'm gonna be honest, Frank.
Okay.
I think they will be very good this year. I do not like you see it at the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Their games are never.
You
packed.
can't sell it.
I'm not saying
you
like
can't
never
sell
packed,
out
but
81
like,
home games.
You know, like those
I was,
close
think
I was
seasons.
actually thinking about this. I mean, you really only see it out of Yankee Stadium. You sometimes you see it out of Fenway. You see it out of Dodger Stadium too. Those are really the only 3 stadiums that really get a crowd no
Yeah.
matter the day. I mean, some days it depends. Like on Monday night, it was cold, rainy. Weren't that much people at Fenway, but like you could be a nice, 80-degree, warm May day down in let's see, Quicken Loans Stadium down in Miami, and
Oh boy.
you're not gonna see anyone there. I
Yeah,
mean,
you're gonna see anyone there.
You say Quick and Loan?
yeah, I think is that what it is.
No, it's Lone Depot.
Lone Depot Field.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Park.
There you go. So, guy tries to talk about baseball, doesn't even know what he's talking about.
I knew it was.
I think I think Petco Park. There's
Petco
always
Park,
a crowd there.
Yeah.
I
City
consider it
Field.
one of the I think the big
The big cities is where.
the big markets are usually where they
Lethal.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then you
especially
get a team
like you guys talk about the $9 ticket. You're not gonna get a $9 ticket. You're not gonna get the student nines on a Yankee game, like a
Yeah.
Sunday night Yankee game, a weekend series Yankee.
They gotta be playing like
You're
the Athletics.
yeah, you're gonna get the tickets
We went to a
against maybe
student
not
game when they played the Athletics.
when they're not playing a good team, but I think
Can't be a friend.
I think it's just the being at the park. Nothing beats walking out of that tunnel and you see the field, Fenway Park for the first time that
Oh,
day,
the
and
field.
it's just like, damn, this is baseball.
I mean, what do you think's better, a day game at Fenway or a night game?
I'm gonna have to go night game.
Night game. I mean,
Nothing
just,
beats a night
especially with those new
You know,
lights.
yeah,
The
but
new lights when they
I
have the home
remember,
runs and the flicker.
last season, I went to a Cleveland Guardians Red Sox game and walking out and seeing the sun setting on Fenway Park, it was beautiful. Also a great game. Sox went to extra innings, but they couldn't get it done. I mean, you get an annual Class A as a closing pitcher. It's kind of hard to
last-
beat that city.
last year though.
Let's talk about this year.
But yeah,
This year, the Red Sox this year.
First off,
Willie Abreu,
Just
he's a beast.
Wow.
on a whole, he's an alien.
yeah, it makes. Can we talk
But
about
I mean, Tyler O'Neill did start off red hot in April and May. We have like 13 home runs to the first.
No, but I'm
We're
not saying.
Willie Abreu
just-
was also
Uh,
doing this in the field,
and-
he's not just hitting home runs. He's getting.
Yeah, I
base
saw that
hits.
throw.
That throw. That throw
That
was
throw was
all
a
right.
laser.
I mean, it was
If that throw
it
was
a
anywhere
laser.
else, he was safe.
And it's a laser, but I mean, he's pretty much playing second base. It's great throw, not something I haven't seen before.
For one
Okay.
team, I don't feel bad for.
Yasiel
Yasiel Puig, I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah.
Mookie Betts.
Yasiel Puig has thrown it from the corner to
Hunter
third.
Renfroe.
The one team I don't feel bad for at all is the Astros.
Oh,
I do not feel bad at all for them. You have Bregman, and you have Tucker, and you have Abreu, who are the 3 leader in hits, I think, still. And they were all former Astros.
Willie Abreu.
Yes, he was.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Him and Valdez got traded for Christian Vasquez.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
That was the
I
right
remember
trade.
that. Yeah.
Great move by the Sox
Great move by
there.
the Sox.
But
Shut up, Blue.
Yes.
I just,
Shout out Heim Bloom.
talking about the Red Sox here, I think the biggest sticky situation they're going to be in is when, Roman Anthony, he's chomping at
Yeah.
the bit. to be
Yeah.
on the MVP.
I love the young
What are the
guys.
Sox going to do when you got
Sure.
Rafael in center field? They just extended him.
Yeah.
He's here to stay. Abreu,
Yeah.
possibly an MVP candidate down
Yeah.
the line.
Jaron Duran.
Jaren Duran, All-Star.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of him.
Where's
where's
he-
Roman
where's he
Anthony? You
going?
can't put him at DH because you got
You got
Devers and
Devers.
Bregman both at
Yeah.
third, so one of them's gonna have to DH, which it's gonna be Devers.
Yeah.
We've seen Rafaela play shortstop last year.
Christian Campbell can play shortstop.
Yeah, and Trevor Story really hasn't been himself.
No, and I think if Roman
Because-
Anthony becomes good enough to be a MLB player, I think that the Red Sox best opportunity would be to trade Trevor Story.
That's what I was thinking.
And you move Christian Campbell to shortstop. Rafaela can come. He plays in elite center field, but I think that he could come and play second.
But then
base.
you have too many lefty bats in the lineup.
Yeah,
I think it's better if you have lefty bats in the lineup, if you think.
you don't want to have too many. Though.
Yeah, you don't have too many. But
The reason why Story is still even on the team is because they paid him a
The
lot.
contract they paid him is
It's
ridiculous.
crazy.
Well,
He's in his fifth
Yoshida's
year
not.
with the Suns.
Yoshida's.
I think Yoshida's got to go.
He's also.
There's just nowhere for him to be on.
He
the
can't
field.
DH anymore.
I mean, people are like, he's like, I'm like thinking,
He'll be
he's
good
a rookie last year. He's 28 years old. I
Yeah.
mean, he played most of his prime down in Tokyo. But
You make a trade value for him, I think. If you
I think a team will want him, but I just don't think he has anywhere to be on the Sox.
No place. I mean, that's the problem. I mean, you guys.
Good problem to have, though.
I know.
It is
That's
a
a
great
great problem to
problem
have for a team.
But you guys are talking about moving Christian Campbell to short.
I don't think you can move Rafael from the outfield. They can keep him.
I
don't
think you can move
I think-
Durant back to center field. You know, you can
But
you can slide in and do
Defensively,
that.
Raphael is just.
But would the Red Sox
so-
ever even do that? Because you got to think, who else do they have as a shortstop in the minor leagues?
Marcelo.
Like, what do you do? I
They
mean,
just it's a tough
They have a
predicament.
lot of talent. Hey,
I mean, can they
Yoshida's
teach him
a
to
good
play
pitcher.
catcher? Can they teach anyone to play catcher? I mean,
God, we need a catcher bad.
Connor Wong was
I'm not a big
He was
fan
lighting
of
up
Brown.
last year, but
he broke his hand. I think.
yeah, he's really.
He got hurt recently.
Yeah,
I feel like
he's out
ever
for a
since
while.
Vasquez has left, I feel like it's been an everlasting rotation of
But
Jason.
Connor
It
Wong was
sucks.
lights out
Catchers.
last year for a little bit, and then.
I mean, the Red Sox drafted Kyle Teal, and I was like, all right, he's the catcher of the future. And
Yeah, but it left
Traded
again
him.
because they had a left.
And now he's going off in the minors. But I mean, they did trade him for
For Garrett
Crochet,
Crochet,
so I'm not
stud.
mad at that.
Stud.
I'm not mad at that. But I think the
They
only
didn't just trade. Hold on, they did. You just trade Kyle Teal for Rare.
And Brandon Montgomery.
Yeah, great switch batter.
Yeah.
I mean,
You,
but I think only really hole in this Sox lineup is, not lineup, but Sox team is their relief pitching.
The bullpen.
The bullpen has been pitching really well recently, though.
Recently,
I mean,
but
they're five starters. I mean, you got Crochet, Walker Bueller. I mean, you got
Carter Crawford,
Brian
Brian Bayo.
Brian Bayo. Is Houck still on the team?
Houck
Yeah,
is still
He's
on
the
the
second.
team.
Houck. I mean, that's in the league.
Don't forget about Lucas Giolito when he comes back.
Yep, he comes back.
I'd like to see more out of Bayo. I'm still believing in him.
Richard Fitz.
Fitz did not have a good game against Toronto on Monday. I was shocked they kept him until the seventh.
Yeah.
Well, because they had to keep that bullpen alive.
I thought they'd give Quinn Priester a little go, but they just traded him.
Just traded him for, I'm pretty sure,
An
good
outfielder.
prospect.
Yeah, number 7 in the Brewers.
Let's just go to the big news of the MLB, away from the Red Sox, the Torpedo Bats.
I think
What
it's
does everyone
great.
think?
I think it's great. More home runs.
Yeah,
More hits.
I
in
love
the
seeing
league.
offensive baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's like a rule about like how, like, is there a rule though? Like, cause it's just moving. It's just moving.
No, they
It's just moving the barrel down.
Yeah, there's nothing.
So,
the
with
same
the wood
diameter,
bats, the
yeah.
cups, usually the cup's a little bit like shallow,
Yeah.
but this one, it's a lot more deeper, forcing the wood to be forced towards the center of the bat rather than the barrel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Like the commissioner even said, he was like, it's great for the game. So like.
and it's
the
perfectly
commissioner-
legal.
Yeah.
And
there's nothing-
it's also going to bring the fans in. Fans
Yeah.
want to see more home
Money.
runs.
The money, yeah.
And
The
I
commissioner
feel like
wants
everyone-
money.
I mean, I enjoy a good pitching duel, but
Yeah,
I'd like to see, I'd like to see
gonna
some
say-
bats being alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, who's the top five? Who's the top five teams in baseball right now?
I think the Dodgers are one.
Dodgers are one.
Padres are up there too. The Giants have been playing really, really
Yeah.
well
Did you say
recently.
that?
I don't think the Red Sox are there yet.
They're not there
not,
yet.
not quite.
They're in the top 10, I think, but
The Yanks are the Yanks there?
yes, the Yanks are
Their
100%
pitching,
there.
their pitching is just horrible right now.
Who, the Yanks?
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
Fifth
having
worst
cold
in
this
the
year.
ERA.
Not having cold this year is bad for them, but I mean,
Good
they're lucky.
offense.
They're lucky Garrett Cole doesn't have to play the Red Sox this year. And Rafael Devers.
Damn right.
Trying to think. So what, we got 3 so far?
Mets obviously, but they lack
They
starting
got-
pitching as
yeah.
well.
Lindor took a step down.
I mean Soto, beast.
Yeah. Soto for you.
The Braves who have been playing horribly.
Horribly?
Probably
good.
one of the
How the Rangers do?
Good.
very good.
That
Very
does
good
get
team.
top 5 team.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd
I
be
think
tough.
I think they're gonna go to the World Series this year. They were my
Really?
preseason
Because
sleeper.
I saw a comment after the Red Sox swept the Cardinals. The comment was, "Man, the Rangers must be like an insanely good team to go 2-1 on this team." I mean, and they
I
obviously.
think yeah.
They
I
got
like the
pitching.
Rangers. I think the Rangers have I love Josh Young.
Yeah.
I love Nathan Eovaldi. Wish he could still be a
Yeah.
Sox, but you know.
I love.
And how do you not
I
love?
love Letty Tavares, their center field, because of how bad a center fielder. He is. He really like.
Yeah, but he mashes.
Yeah, he does mash, but oh my god, he cannot. He looks like a lost puppy out there. He kind of looks like. I'm not sure you guys have seen like the tapes on like DeFranco at right field. But like the way that Lenny Tavares is like effort, like just the way he jogs to the ball and the way he like just he doesn't even look like he'll slide.
Like, can he mash? He can mash that damn baseball.
If you can hit the ball, they'll find a spot for you.
Except
That's
you,
what Frank
you're
is
making up for
triple
That's
hitter,
right,
may I
that's right.
ask?
Rather than a triple against.
They
A
know.
big redhead over there hit a triple.
This guy.
Yeah.
Good right
against the
field.
bottom home.
That's right.
All right, but just continue on. You're making up. He's mashing, but because he let up about a triple because.
All right, we're moving on from this comment.
He catches the ball, or he doesn't even catch the ball. He sees it, and then it just drops in front of him, and then the runner.
Mr. Kingston, how many balls have I caught so far? I've caught about what, 3?
Yeah,
I've seen him catch the ball.
I think I've been fine since that first hiccup
Yeah.
in the scrimmage.
Yeah,
It
first.
was the first scrimmage, the first time I played the outfield in about 9 years. I think I'm way better than I was in the first week.
DeFranco, you're just a lazy ball player.
I'm not a
All right, that's
ball
enough.
player.
You can't call the Franco
You
lazy
can't call
when
me
you're
lazy.
not on the field.
Yeah,
Hey!
cannot call me lazy at all.
I don't know what you guys are seeing on tape at Doucette, but I've looked pretty good.
When
But,
you're up
like
11
I
and you
said-
pull out the bow and arrow, I mean, wow, that's pathetic.
That's like
wow,
that's
that's
like
embarrassing,
when
man.
you're up 10 runs
Wow.
and you're swinging on a 3-0.
You're swinging on a 3-0 pitch. Unbelievable.
Shout out
That's
to
easy, did that.
I'm just saying, like,
But hey, good goal. I'll give it to you. That was a good
I'm
goal.
just,
I'll
I'm
give it
just
to you.
saying, like, I've heard some things about you playing catcher and you're just lazy. I'm just trying to compare you to a lazy
Alright, first of
ball
all, I
player.
haven't played catcher since sophomore year. I haven't caught any actual game.
And he's
since
not a
sophomore
catcher
year.
anymore.
There
Why
hasn't
is
been
that?
tape
Why is
on
that,
it.
Franco?
Because Jay Kuna is a great catcher, man.
Shout
Let me
out
tell
to
you.
Tuna.
Shout out to Jay Kuna.
That's how you want to play it off as. It's just someone being better than you.
It is. That is.
Well, Mario Simeone's better
Better than you.
Better than you. Are you the backup?
I mean, we played two different positions. I'm behind Cameron Bittner.
Who's
We're
left 10 times better than you.
Oh my god, he's way better than me.
Shout out Cam Goodman.
Shout out Cam. Well,
Shout out Cam Goodman.
You guys want to get an interview with Cam Bittner after the game today?
Yeah, we'll sleep on it.
I don't think it'd be right for you to interview with Lion.
Yeah,
that'd be
you
weird
guys
for you.
guys. Maybe
You
you
come
know
back again.
we will have some player interviews coming with Tewksbury High School Sports. I mean,
That is a goal. We're gonna try to get an interview from every single team, every single spring sports team.
so make sure you stay tuned because man, we've got some exciting people that live in this
Yeah.
town. Small town, everyone knows everyone. We got a lot of personality.
That's right.
All right.
So, another
Moving
thing-
on to honestly one of the greatest sporting events in the world, the Masters.
Masters. What?
Starting up tomorrow.
Will you guys be watching?
I don't know
I
if
was
I
just-
will
I
watch
was
the
just
opening
throwing-
two
I throw it
rounds. I
on.
will watch the last.
Yes,
two.
I will
watch
watch.
the playoff.
It's always something you throw on.
Exactly. I mean, Augusta's a beautiful course.
I mean, it'd be a turn to play there.
It would be.
We got the odds going right
Would
now.
be
I
a
believe
treat.
DeChambeau's not playing at the Masters this year. He's on the sheet, but
He is playing.
He is
he
playing.
is playing.
Yes,
I
he
saw
is.
something that he was not
No, he
playing
is
due
playing.
to an injury.
No, he is.
Was it a little April Fool's joke
Yes,
that got
Ryan,
you?
I
maybe?
got him at the
Might
end.
have been April Fool's
Oh,
joke.
Because I got with an April Fool's joke as well. They said Tiger Woods was coming back, and I was like, what? Didn't he just stare as a kid a couple weeks ago? And I said at the dinner table, my father goes, Cam, you got. And I was like, damn it, I'm just gonna stop talking.
Do we got any winners for who do you guys think's gonna win? But who would you like to see win the
All right.
Masters?
For
What
me,
the hell?
do you know?
I have my pick.
Yeah, Kingston
My pick
starts.
is Ludwig Ober. He
Really?
I
plays.
don't see him on the sheet.
He is.
Oh,
right
he's
there.
there.
Right
He's
there.
there.
John
18-1.
He came in third or fourth, right behind Scotty Scheffler last year, and he was gonna win. I mean,
He had it.
he had it, and then Scotty Scheffler, the greatest player in the world, came back and obviously won the Masters.
Who's your sleeper? If like there's someone you really want, like if there's someone on this list that you would like to win.
Who I would like to win?
Yeah.
Min Woo Lee.
Min Woo Lee. I love Min Woo Lee. I follow him on Instagram, Dr. Chipinski. I mean, how can you not love the guy? He's so fun. Australian. Just a great guy.
Yeah.
How about
Great
you,
guy to
Matt?
follow.
Who are you thinking?
You know, I take my golf winners by name. I'll be completely honest, but you know, I'm not gonna look at these top 5 guys. I mean, Scotty Scheffler, the reason why he's favored to win. I mean, you got some great guys, but I'm gonna go Jordan Spieth, 40-1 odds
That's
to
okay.
win.
He's a great guy.
I like
man.
Jordan
He's
Spieth.
a good guy.
I would love to see DeChambeau win though.
Is that your like sleeper kinda? Not sleeper.
He's not a sleeper, but it's just like if he wins, like
Oh, Sahith Theegala.
Oh,
I would
Is he
love to
playing?
see the Sham win. I
Is it the dude with the glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm subscribed to I know what you're talking
It's
about.
Sahith.
No, it's not.
It's not him.
I
Oh,
Akshay.
Yeah.
That's him.
Akshay.
is he playing?
Uh,
Oh, he is
He
playing.
definitely is
Like he is
playing.
playing.
Alright, continue.
I'd love this. The Shambo, I'm subscribed to him on YouTube. Love watching. his
Great YouTube channel, by the
videos.
way.
I mean, watch.
Do you have a favorite video?
I like when he breaks, like when he tries to break.
Course records.
I like
Or
when
50.
I like when he tries to break it with Trump.
That was my favorite
There's
video.
always a
too.
good one. I like watching some golf YouTubers. I mean, I like Garrett
Bob
Garrett,
Garrett.
Garrett Clark.
Clark, and we always got good
Yep.
great golf channel.
Shout out to Bob Does Sports. Greatest golf
Big
YouTube
fan,
channel.
Yeah, 10,000
Greatest one.
golf vacations. For
Yes.
Good. It's always good to watch.
We can go on a golf vacation this summer. In Florida.
But alright, well, Kingston, who do you win? You got
That was my guy.
Who's your winner?
Ludwig Oberg.
Your winner?
speak.
Give me, the former champ, absolute stud, went to a historic program for golf, best golf team in the country, the Knowles. Shout out Brooks Koepka.
I was bottom picking, bro.
Let's go Brooks Koepka. He has everything in the
Florida
tool.
State the best golf.
I don't know. They just
UNC just won it last year.
Auburn won.
UNC won the ACC last year.
Auburn won the national title last year.
UNC won the ACC.
Well, also, we're gonna move past this, but Florida State does have the best amateur in the world right now.
Oh yes, they do.
Yeah. So
That is true.
I will. Moving on. But Brooks Koepka, I mean, he's won it before. He's still in his prime. I'd like to say. I mean, I don't think Hideki, Tommy Fleetwood. I've never heard of Joaquin Neiman. Justin Thomas.
You never heard of Joaquin Neiman?
Yep. Justin Thomas is way past his
Little
prime.
over-
Justin
Respect on
Thomas
my
is
guy.
playing good golf lately.
So give me Brooks Koepka.
Who's your like not sleeper like?
Give me Akshay, the lefty stud.
Yes. With the long putter.
Yeah. Love him. Great TikTok. Love his wife. I like her videos.
I do see his wife on TikTok.
Yeah.
I always watch the videos.
Love the videos. So yeah, give me Koepka though.
At any course in the world, it's Augusta National, like the place
The
you want
number
to
one.
live
You know,
on.
Fiddlesticks down in Fort Myers.
Right,
Absolutely beautiful.
I'd say
love the-
I'd say Augusta or Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach is good.
I don't think I'd struggle with the water and the wind down in Pebble Beach.
It's just beautiful though, you know. No water at Augusta. No, there is water. at
There's
Augusta.
water, but you know.
Minimal water at Augusta.
I'll end it off with my winner. He's not even on the list. Phil Mickelson is mine.
Phil.
He's my little,
He's made the cut in all except for 2 of his Masters
Yeah.
appearances.
and he did absolutely cook Brooks Koepka. I think he did in an interview when Brooks said, "Oh, I've been rated #1 the past 2," and he was like, "Nice green shirt. You don't have a green jacket." So
Boom roast. Boom roast.
yeah. So
Yeah. Boom roasted. That Phil Mickelson is also.
he's a
Older
10
than-
times better golfer than
he's
Brooks
older than my
Koepka will
grandfather.
ever be.
Alright,
And
well-
Brooks is alright, well
Golf
related.
Golf. I mean,
Legend wise, I'd
Age.
say.
age isn't really that like important compared to like the football playing in the NFL and playing on the PGA.
It's not that important, but Phil Mickelson hasn't had the touch in years.
Well, you just run
He
that.
beat Tiger.
You just lose distance.
I'll tell you that. We'll start with
And
that.
he beat him in his prime about 20 years ago.
Anyway, that's who I want to win. But if there's another guy, I love Rory.
You can't get Roy.
Yeah, he's-
I'd love to see Roy win one.
Yeah,
Playing
well,
great golf.
All right.
he's kind of a loser when he takes kids' phones, but we'll speed past that. It's all right.
No, that's everything coming up.
Does anyone have anything they'd like to add before we leave?
Let's-
Any other discussion?
So these are the things that are happening. Have happened within the past couple days, or are coming up very recently. But has been some more interesting news about the NFL draft that's actually come out. Especially with just where pieces are going to fall. I've heard Jackson Dart has been
Getting that number 3 overall, third overall pick recognition, which
Yeah.
He deserves.
Jackson Dart has been absolutely moonshotting up draft boards rapidly.
Moonshine.
is this a Zach Wilson situation?
Yes.
I don't know.
It reminds me of one.
I could see it being more of a Bo Nix situation where
Could be
I think he's
an
good.
older guy. But Jackson Dart Zach Wilson was weird. Zach Wilson, played at BYU, who they're
they're a respected program.
now they
They
are, but
They
they weren't when
at
he
the
was
time.
there, and all he did was go there and throw a couple nice balls on the run. But you don't really, what does that show you for an NFL? But I mean, everyone bought into the hype of what he could be, and he never turned out to be like that. But I mean, Jackson Dart played in the SEC, gone against big name programs. I mean, they were 9-3 last year, lost a couple big games, but it wasn't by a lot. I mean, they still played teams tough. Jackson Dart had a couple iffy games, but I think Jackson Dart is pretty experienced. I actually like him over Shador.
I do too.
I just
Me
don't
too.
think Shador's that great of a
Yeah,
player.
sure, something good.
I mean, everyone does this every year where they like to bring people down just because of their height. But I still think Shador is very good. I just think that Jackson Dart is phenomenal.
That's all I
That's
got,
all we
man.
got.
That's all we got,
Close it up.
Okay, we'll close this out here.
All right.
Very first episode.
That has been the end of the first episode. Stay tuned because we got some stuff. We're gonna have some games, some football, some just actually overall sports games. We're gonna have some interviews. We're gonna try to get 2 episodes out a week. Depending on how busy the sports week has been. But yeah, that's
Stay tuned for next week's episode. We're gonna get some exclusive UFC 314.
yeah.
Also, don't forget about the
Content.
Instagram coming out soon.
Instagram
It'll
and
be out-
TikTok or
Yeah,
just
both.
Instagram?
Both. They'll both be up by next week.
There'll be links in the
Links in the YouTube
description.
channel.
Clips from these podcasts will be there.
Thank you guys for
This is
watching.
on YouTube, correct?
What?
Yeah.
Putting this on YouTube?
Yes, we are. And
That's
Wanna
it.
Wrap things up. Yeah?
wrap it up, Kel.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.
Peace out.
See ya.
Good job, fellas.
Yeah, an hour and 28, dude.
It's not really an hour.
It's an hour and 26. We
Yeah.
started.
We're gonna cut some out too, probably.
It's not bad.
What do we need? That was good.
That was good.